right, here we are in lesson 12, the first video. So we've been learning a few different ways to subtract, right? And add decimals. Okay, so today we're going to be working on subtracting decimals, estimating before we subtract, and I feel like there's one more thing. Analyzing and explaining strategies for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of decimals up to the hundredth. Okay, so that's why we're kind of looking at different ways, growing our brain, thinking about different strategies for subtraction. Okay, so here we have a problem in front of us, and I want you to think about 4 different ways that you could solve this problem. Okay, and I'll put the 4 different ways into the Edpuzzle question, so you'll have it there. But you're going to tell me on Edpuzzle if you would like to take from the next unit. That's when you, take like 6 4/10, and you break it down into 5 4/10 and 1, right? You take from the next unit. Or relate addition to subtraction. That's when you take your subtraction problem and you change it to an addition of an unknown. Remember that. Standard algorithm. That's when you subtract vertically. Or using a place value chart and using your discs, okay? But I'll put those all in the Edpuzzle. I just want you to think about which one would be your favorite to use. Here's our question. An adult female lion weighs 278 pounds. An adult male lion weighs 422 pounds. How much more does the male lion weigh than the female lion? Okay, so think about the subtraction problem. Think about how you'd like to solve it. Put it in to Edpuzzle for me. All right. Your first Edpuzzle question is, how would you solve it? And your second one is, why would you solve it that way? Okay. And then we're going to look at a next question. Apples. A bag of apples costs $2.78. Tyler has $4.22. How much money will Tyler have left after he buys the apples? Okay, so here we have another subtraction problem. And now I want you to think again, how would you solve it? What would be your choice for subtraction now that we're using decimal numbers? Would you take from the next unit, relate addition to subtraction, use a standard algorithm, or use a place value chart? Which one would you like to do? And we're going to see this problem again at the end of today's lesson. We're talking about the many methods that we can use to subtract whole numbers and subtract decimal numbers. And we can use the same strategies, right? Today we're going to use place value understanding to subtract decimal numbers. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.